Alright, Matt and Tim here, the Ottawa River. We're going to do some riparian plantings. Get some species in down by the water. And actually, Tim, want to explain to us?
We're going to work on the area about 3 feet from the edge of the water to the water's edge. Right now it's all pretty much saturated. This is probably the ordinary water level for this time of year. So we're hoping that these species will establish and then work out into the water during the several years that for this project. The species that we're going to concentrate on right now, Carex emeryii, emery sedge. This is a species with a really good root mass to it. One that Matt was holding here. This is water willow, no relation to typical willows. This is an herbaceous plant that also will grow along these riparian corridors and will resist a lot of flow over it during the spring and then come up during the summer or late spring and provide good shelter for fish.
And Tim, this is the same thing we see in the Maumee River?
Yeah, both of these species grow right along the Maumee.
And I've seen these growing in the cracks of the rocks right in the river, so they look pretty hardy, and you can see the roots coming through this pot. That's really what we're looking for, to hold these, hold the soil in our banks and start providing some habitat and some cover here. So you can see this area is really devoid of any vegetation, and that's really the question we're trying to answer, is why doesn't anything grow here? Is it because it's not here, or is it because it can't? So we're going to introduce this a native species, so we're not introducing some sort of a problem here. But really, let's try to figure out what will work. How many species do we have today?
5 species that we're putting in today.
Okay, thanks. I'm out here planting this water willow into essentially gravel. There's really no soil here. I'll show you how tough it is, but we want to see if we can get this stuff growing out into the river, provide some real habitat for aquatics here. I was trying to use my hand before like we could in the soft mud, but it really didn't work. So I'm working with a trowel here, trying to at least scoop enough of a hole, and I'll show you. I'm planting into this gravel. This is basically some erosion control stone that was placed under the bridge. Just kind of chiseling a hole big enough any way I can to get our plug into, and then kind of backfilling with any gravel I can find laying around. So, see how this goes.
And this is a species that's growing on the limestone alvars of the Maumee River. So we're hoping that it'll be able to handle this same type of flow in the Ottawa River.
Yeah, alvar.
I'm sorry, oh jeez, I almost fell over there. Alvar is a limestone pavement where
it's bedrock that's exposed in the river.
It's limestone bedrock.
It's a big sheet of bedrock. There's some cracks in it, and this stuff will grow in those cracks. And the Ottawa River, in the spring and throughout some of the winter, it's under 6, 8, 10 feet of water for quite some time. It sees a lot of ice flow, a lot of ice shear, and if this plant can make it there, it'll make it anywhere.
Hopefully.
Sound like a New York kind of thing.
Yeah.
Water willow, 9 in one row, 8 in the second row, 7 in the third row. 14 button bush in the moisture zone, on out about a foot or so in the water, about 6 inches deep.
6 button bush.
Next is the water willow.
About 20 water willow planted up to about 11 inches deep in gravel.
Next.
6 Carex emeryii in gravelly silt.
The water's edge.
Then we have 12 Spartina pectinata in saturated to moist, primarily silt.
Next next?
7 Elaeacris erythropoda in saturated soil.
And then?
And 10 Caryxocustris from saturation up about 1.5 feet above in moist soil.
And then 4
Carex grayi.
Trying to get Carex emery out of the flat. Oh, yeah, it's the ones in the middle of the flat. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know if these will hold the bank.
I don't think. It's going to hold the pot pretty well though.
Yeah. Oh.